Welcome back, everybody. And we are in the middle of Kuza Castle. We're actually just barely leaving it. And off to more grinding and other bonus stuff that we can do. I was looking for a word. I don't know why it didn't come. And nope. This castle said otherwise. And it's a shield dragon. Yay! So again, I hope everybody had a wonderful, fantastic week. Mine has been... This past week has been fairly busy, just trying to get everything adjusted and getting out the Xenoblade review, which is finally out, by the way. You guys can all watch it. Unfortunately, I'm not very kind to it, because now I can actually talk about my viewpoints on the matter. Which is that I thought it was just average. I was kind of disappointed. I wanted this game to be awesome, especially after I saw the E3 trailer, and it just kind of wasn't. It was very lacking in what I like in a Xeno game. And I also think part of that was just because of the whole MMO-esque feel to it. I have been told since the review has come out that I would appreciate Xenoblade Chronicles more, just because it actually has a story to it. You aren't like a character you create, you are playing Shulk. So I'm at least excited about that. But I hope people don't take my review too harshly, because I do actually want to reserve the time to actually finish the review, to finish the story and be able to say, well, does the story redeem all of the stuff that I had problems with? And I'm hopeful. I'm still fairly skeptical, but in the meantime, yeah. So if you guys want to know my opinion on Xenoblade Chronicles X for Wii U, you can check the video on my channel, and feel free to leave your opinions, even if they are hateful ones, because they do get read and all that fun stuff. But that's not why you guys are here. You're here for some Final Fantasy. Well, again, we're actually near end game here, people, so there really isn't a whole lot going on aside from fulfilling bonus objectives. Thankfully, I'm not grinding in front of you guys. I promised you I was not going to be doing that. We did actually get the second lithograph done, so now that we're halfway there on that. But also, if you haven't noticed, when you finish a lithograph, something unlocks. So when we unlock the first one, Bahamut unlocked. He is now available. You can go fight him to acquire him as a summon. And this one also had a unique one because of Fork Tower. And we did the magic cut. So for people who've never watched these Let's Plays before, first of all, welcome. I don't do the grinding on camera. And the reason I don't is because I think grinding for you would be boring, because I'd have to fill, 20 plus minutes of dialogue. So that doesn't really work too well. So here, okay, we're back. So here we are at Fork Tower. Now this is actually a unique dungeon, and I don't know if they've ever done it since. I don't think they have. If you don't take the magic from both towers at the same time, they will explode. Explode? Sorry. Let's split up. Okay, so basically what you want to do is split into two groups. You will pick who goes where. And what you want to do is have one group that is more magic-minded and one that is more physical-minded. So since Faris and Bartz have kind of been my physical classes, they're higher up in things like ninjas and samurai, they will probably go that route. And instead we'll put Reyna and Kryl on the magic side of things. And I want to make sure that I'm putting everybody in the proper place, but I'm taking a little bit longer than I thought I would. Okay, there we go. It's one of those times where it's like, is it the right that's the physical one? I can't remember. And I had to go consult the guide. Yes, I have strategy. So people have actually asked me this. I have, we won't worry about those. Do I have strategy guides for all Final Fantasy games? Not all of them. I really wish I had I really wish I had a copy of the original Mystic Quest instruction booklet, because that's pretty much its strategy guide. But I never actually owned a physical copy. I actually rented it from Blockbuster and finished it fairly quickly. I don't even think I was ever... If I was given it or bought it, it was a used copy. And then I didn't have a Super Nintendo anymore. So now that we have our party split up, Anyway, so yeah, I have... So here's the thing, too. I also have the PlayStation remakes of the game. So I have a guide to Origins, which is the 1 and 2. People have mentioned that they got a little frustrated with me because I was only using the remakes and not the originals. I don't have access to the originals anymore. So this is what I have, and this is my collection. So I have Origins, I have Chronicles, which has 4, and Chrono Trigger. I also have Final Fantasy 3 on DS and PSP. I have Anthology. These are physical PlayStation copies, mind you, of 5 and 6. And then 7, I have a physical copy. 8, 9, 10, I do. 10-2. I do not have 11. I have 12. And I have 13 and 13-2. I don't have Lightning Returns yet. And I don't have 14. So, that's the way it goes. Do I feel bad that I don't have physical copies of 11 and 14? Kind of, but not really. They're MMOs, so I'd probably just want to go the digital route anyway. But also because they're MMOs, I don't know if I'm ever gonna play them, to be honest with you. Because people have actually been asking, so are you gonna do like a Drak tries Final Fantasy 11 or Final Fantasy 14? I don't know. I'm leaving it open right now because a while back I did answer like, am I gonna go into the sequels and things like that? And that's kind of how I view 11 and 14. Yes, they're Roman numerals, but they're MMOs. They were made to be MMOs. And people might get the intonation or the subtle hinting that I don't like that. My only problem is that it really should have just been Final Fantasy Online. Final Fantasy XI should have been another Roman numeral iteration in the line, and instead it was an MMO. And that's my only problem with it, is that it should have just been Final Fantasy Online, and then 14 should have been Final Fantasy Online 2. Because that's what it is. So I don't like the idea that they were made into Roman numerals, but, you know, I'm not in Square Enix, so I can't make that decision for them. Alright, it looks like Reyna and Kryl are up at the top of their tower. So now we need to take Bart's and Faris up their tower. But yeah, so I do have guides for all of them. Minus the games that I don't have, and I don't even know if 11 and 14 had strategy guides. So, that's the way it goes. And in some cases, I have, like, the really cool hardcover ones, and sometimes I just have the paperback ones. So, anyway, that's the way it goes. I am a Final Fantasy fan. Oh, you guys didn't know that? Well, there you go. That's the way it is. Up the tower we go. Almost there. So I almost want to hold off on any game updates or anything like that because we are here. Excuse me. Okay, so we have to grab it at the same time. Gotta make sure to take it at exactly the same time. Yes, I just explained this part. Move on. We get it. Take it exactly when I do. We're assuming they're using, like, whisper grass. Okay. Alright. There we go. And doing that triggers boss battles. So on this side, we're going to have Minotaurus, which I basically tweaked my party for. Just because this guy doesn't take a whole lot of effort. Especially when I have Giltos. Yes, I abuse the crap out of Giltos, and I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. It's, you know, if the game allows me that ability, then I'm going to use it. Have a taste of power magic. Holy. Not enough MP. Ha 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 ha. Oh, the irony, man. Oh, the irony. He was, or not necessarily irony, but that's just sad. He was going to cast Holy, and he didn't have the MP for it. Holy crap. White magic, Holy. Now, truth be told, this guy isn't that hard. This guy is. Better take it quick before the whole tower blows. And there we go. Now on to the more magic-based boss, which is Omniscient. Now we gotta play it super cool. And pelt him hard. I don't know if Thunder will do that much to him. Okay, it's gonna do 4,800. That's not bad. Can we use Holy? No, I think we actually have to use it in the inventory first. Comet! This isn't gonna do a whole lot, but... Oh yeah, that's not gonna do a whole lot at all. That didn't help at all. Well, that's good to know. And ice. So yeah, I guess while we're working through this boss fight, I want to say that I have any business to sweep under the rug for the channel. I really don't. I just put out the Xenoblade Chronicles X review, and I'm actually going to be reviewing again, or starting up reviewing again next week. And you guys will get, if you guys are following the Final Fantasy videos, you get a sneak peek of what it is. I'm going to be reviewing Jonathan Blow's The Witness for PS4. There is another game coming out. I will probably hit that the following week to kill time in between February 9th, when 3 games are coming out that I'm interested in and will do reviews for. And Flare. Does this mean you're dead? Because Flare is a killer. There we go. Omniscient is down. I feel so special. So yeah, that's the way it's going to go. As far as live streaming, next Monday it's happening. I'm changing the time to 6 o'clock just because now Monday has actually become kind of the official Drak and Shadow recording day for 2016. So we're going to make that work. And we're starting super early, but we're still ending at like 5. Lots of stuff to do. Oh no, the tower is disappearing. I thought they said it was going to explode. Exploding and disappearing are different things. But now that the tower is gone, we can actually go into the Airship Doc now. So that's already a helpful thing. But now we have the 2 ultimate black and white magic spells. We have Holy and we have Flare. You know, those staples that have been in the last dozen games that we've been playing. Let's see. So, yeah, back on track. It's January. I'm finding it very difficult to stay on task. Yeah, so the live stream will be at 6 o'clock. And we are going to be tackling a more recent Steam game. I know people were like 50-50 on Torchlight. And so at that point, will Torchlight make it back? Maybe. I'd like to see more positive reception before I bring it back. I actually thought about maybe doing The Witness on PC, but I think the PS4 release date is sooner than the PCs. So that's not going to happen. But we are going to do a more recent one that you guys can appreciate and that I've been getting some requests for. So you guys can look forward to that. Do you get a sneak peek? Not quite. Come to the live stream or watch the live stream when you can. As far as the podcast goes, this Saturday, it's still going, as far as I know. Unfortunately, I don't think Aldo will be able to make it. Aldo is actually becoming part of a improv group, and so like every other Saturday, he will probably need to miss, which is sad, but you know, that's what Aldo wants to do. So to the people who love Aldo, well, he still will be there every other Saturday. And obviously, I got the Xenoblade Chronicles X review out. I'm not going to tell you to watch it again, except I'm going to. Go ahead and totally watch it. Maybe to kill time until my Witness review comes out. I lost my words there for a second. It's one of those days, people. As far as games that I've been playing, I've actually been able to get my hands on a few games this week. First of all, I finally got around to starting up No More Heroes Desperate Struggle on the Wii. And people remember I loved No More Heroes on the Wii. And this one, I probably love just that much more. And for no other particular reason aside from, I finally get to use a controller. This is like one of the few Wii games that enables controller use instead of motion controls. And even then, like, No More Heroes kind of did that too. But not so much. Like, you still had to use the motion controls. Oh, holy crap! What happened to Sid? We gotta get him out of there. There we go. Ugh, everything's spinning! I forgot, Mead's his English son. Grandpa, are you alright? Hold it! We don't have time to be sitting around. There's a book with some new technology in it. With it, we can convert an airship into a submarine. That's great. So there you go. Now I can do all three. You bet it is. Nothing's impossible for me. Let's go, Mead. Right. And this is also like the first time where Kryle gets to meet Sid and Mead. Oh, look, they're moving so fast. There's multiple versions of them. Oh my gosh. Well, they're continuing to work, and Kryle is bored. I'm bored. I have no Moogles or dragons to talk to. Won't be long now. Wow, you two work really hard. Poor Grandpa thinks it's his fault the world is the way it is. Well, kind of is. He's quarter responsible. Sorry. But it's not. I know, and deep down I think he knows. Maybe that's why he tries so hard to use his machines for peace. Done! Well, thank you for being a buzzkill, Grandpa. Once you get in the water, push the X button and the down arrow. And you're submerged! Thanks, Sid. Mead. Parts. I'm no warrior. In fact, about all I'm good at is modifying machinery. I've done all I know how to do here. The rest is up to you all. Okay. Well, we already knew this. Let's move. We can move underwater now, right? Aye, to the last lithograph, 'neath the waves, even though it's the third one right now. Yeah, technically you can do the other one first. I tend to do this one next. Take care of your grandpa. Because mine's dead. Hurry back! I hate to remind people of this, but that's the truth, so sorry. What are we waiting for? Let's go! Alright, so now that we have the submarine parts, for lack of a better word, we can now access the ocean, or under the ocean, where the third, technically the last lithograph is. But I tend to do this one next. Mainly because it's, at least as far as I'm concerned, it's a little easier to get through than the next one. But Drak, you're doing them out of order! It's bonus objectives, people. I don't have to do them in any particular order. Technically, I have actually beaten this game where I only got one lithograph. So, it happens. And there you go. That's actually where the third lithograph is. This is the one that I kind of like the idea for it. This is the representation of fire. But wait, this is underwater, you might ask. Yes, it is underwater. That's not the point, though. What's in the Earth's crust? Lava. Fire. That's why I like it. It's just like, oh, well, you know, yeah, they could have gone the fire route and just put it in a desert or something. But no, instead they decided to just put it in the earth. Or put it in a volcano. You know, that's what the first game did. Oh, look, it's these people that I can easily nuke. So yeah, anyway, back into what I was talking about. So I've been playing No More Heroes Desperate Struggle, just barely getting started for it. So I've had maybe one assassination mission. In a place deeper than the ocean floor, protected by flame, lies the third lithograph. There you go. Yeah, I'm just barely getting started. I've done one assassination mission aside from the intro one, and holy crap, man, a mecha rapper. That was interesting. But one thing I will say is a huge improvement. Well, two improvements. One, I never liked the whole open world concept. It didn't seem to work for No More Heroes. Especially the overly huge bike. But the fact that they actually just made a fast travel system out of it, I like. Because it allows for me to say, oh, well, I can do this. The second improvement that I like is, you know, the game does encourage you to go and do the side missions to get money so you can upgrade things like your beam katana and your outfit, things like that. I like that, except with the side missions, you know, the side jobs where you can get money for them, they decided to take a completely different route and just make them completely 8-bit. At least I've only come across 8-bit ones. And I like that idea, just to kind of step things out, because this game likes to break the fourth wall, and to me, that's a great way to break it. So I've played like 4 of them. One of them I really did enjoy, which is the Bug Exterminator. Kind of plays a lot like Adventures of Lolo back in the day. So I love and appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, right now I'm not too far into Desperate Struggle, but I am liking it. The only thing that I kind of have a problem with is that they've created this whole revenge story for Travis Touchdown, and I don't think it was needed. But again, I digress. I'm not that far in, so it's kind of hard to judge that. But yeah, now the other thing I am interested in Desperate Struggle is apparently you can dual wield beam katanas, and I want to be able to do that. But again, one of the things I do appreciate of this game is that I can, instead of using the Wiimote and the nunchuck, I can just put in my classic controller and play. Because that's kind of what I want to do at the end of the day. I don't hate motion controls with a passion, but if you give me the option, I'm probably not going to go the motion controls route. In fact, I don't think gaming is going the motion controls route anymore. I think we're too focused on VR to do that. Which is weird, by the way. Can I just say? I mean, I thought the whole VR thing ended back in the days of the Virtual Boy, but now we have the Oculus Rift and the Sony Morpheus and the HoloLens from Microsoft. Just I have no idea what to think of that. Like, so many crazes are coming back. I thought 3D was a thing of the 70s and, you know, even earlier than that. And now we have 3D movies again. So it's the way it goes. I am an old fart, in case you couldn't tell. So yeah, nothing against motion controls. I just tend to not prefer them. In fact, one of the things I like about the announcement of Twilight Princess HD is that already takes one of the 2 Zelda games that I have motion controls only and puts it on a controller. I love it. I don't think I'm ever going to see Skyward Sword HD, and I'm fine with that. That thing was built for the Wii. So I have no problem with or issues with that. But Twilight Princess, I wouldn't mind playing with a controller. In fact, I kind of regret that I didn't buy it for GameCube instead of the Wii. We'll see what I think about it, because originally I didn't think too highly of Twilight Princess because of the motion controls. I have a feeling that's going to change. Just a thought. Anyway, so we are actually getting really close to the end for this week. So when we get back, we're going to continue to go through this Molten Cavern and get the third lithograph.